Today in class, and actually over the past couple of days, we've been talking about decimal division. Now I'm going to break this one up into two parts, two videos also. So don't be surprised if you see some things on the homework tonight. Just jump over to the next video. A couple of things. First, we were talking about dividing by powers of 10. Now there are positive powers of 10. Those are the ones up here. Oh, there we go. Alright, your positive powers of 10s are, 10, 100, 1000. This also could be written in exponent form as 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 3. Oop, that looks like 100. 10 to the power 3. Alright, so what we have here is this rule is that whenever you see a number being, or a decimal number being divided by a power of 10, you want to move the decimal to the left by the number of exponents. This way they can do it mentally without having to actually divide. So in this case, we have 8 6/10 divided by 10. Alright, now we're looking at the number of zeros here. In 10 there's 1 0, so therefore I need to move my decimal to the left one time. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to move it over once, and my answer is going to be 86 hundredths. Alright, the reason why is because when you're dividing by 10, a decimal number by 10, you're making stuff smaller. Okay, you're making it cutting it into smaller pieces. So I'm trying to cut 8/10 into into smaller pieces of 10. Alright, so it would take this many, 87. When you divide by 10, you get 86 hundredths. Alright, on your next one, let's say we have 9. 9 divided by 100. Now, if you, I said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it because sometimes the kids still don't get it. When you're dividing and you don't see a decimal here, or any case, the decimal is always behind the number. So in this case, it's behind the 9. All right, dividing by 100, there are 2 zeros, 1, 2. So that means 2 hops, 1, 2. Now, as you can see, there's only one hop here, and then there's nothing. Well, if there's nothing, we have to put a placeholder 0. So our answer is going to be 9 hundredths. Okay? So once again, this rule, when you're dividing by a positive power of 10, you're moving the decimal to the left by the number of zeros, or based upon the exponent. You see, this is times 10 to the power 1. We hopped over once. 100 is 10 to the power 2. We hopped over twice. Alright, now there's also negative powers of 10. Alright, those are actually the decimal ones. So 1/10, 1 100, 1 1000. Now this rule is the opposite. You're going to move the decimal to the right, but this time by the number of digits. Okay? So we're trying to see how many times we can, how many hops do we need to do to make this into a positive number. So here, to make 1 into a positive number, I would have to move it to the right one time. So I need to move my decimal to the right one time. That would give me 86. Same thing here as before. If you don't see a decimal, it's always at the end. This time I need to move it twice, 1, 2, to make that a whole number. So I'm going to do the same thing here, 1, 2, as you can see, and I'm actually going to rewrite this down here. There are no places behind that 9. So I have 2 hops, 1, 2, but there's nothing there. I still need to put a 0 in those places. So our answer is 900. Alright.